Hello friend, welcome back. In this video, I want to discuss about in our HTML tag how can get all that parent, child and sibling properties. Like if you go to our HTML tag and with this HTML tag here you can see there have one of the there is one of the table, right? So that is our table as a parent, and into this parent table there is one of the child, and also you can see there is also another child, and also there have one of the sibling. So step by step, if you want to get this, how can get this, I will show you that things with the live example. For doing this, first of all, before I have already discussed about that get element by ID and then the query selector, right? Now as I told you, with this query selector you are able to get that ID, you are able to get that class name, and also you will be able to get that tags, right? So now that is all that our tag, like as a table tag, the body tag. Now I want to use that as a this one as a query selector. Better right now I want to do and to remove everything, and also I remove it. Okay, I remove it. Great. So first of all, I want to get one of the our like as a T body. Okay, I want to get this T body. So if you want to get it, I better name it as a T body, one of the name, and then get documents and the query. There is a query selector, and with this query selector method, now I want to do and to access our one of the tag, right? So that is one of the tag as a T body tag. So now I want to do and to use it as a T body. As I told you before, when you access that ID, then you have to use that as a hash. When you use that as a class name, then you have to use it as a dot, rather than when you use as a any T body, that means tag, then here you have to directly use that tag. Okay, which is totally fine. Right now I am using that tag as a T body, so that is a simple T body. Great. And now if you print it, I just simply print it with the console log. And now if you click as a save all, go there, now refresh it. Now you can see it's now successfully get that our T body. And if you want to get that T body another class here, if you go to our code into this T body, then I want to get that child. That child means that is one of the tier. I want to get this child. So if you want to get it, then you have to write down as a console log. Into this console log, I want to first of all print it. Okay, into this console log area here, that is our T body. That is a T body, and into this T body area here I want to access that child. So that is another property as a children. So with this children we can actually get this data. Now click as a save all. Now go there. Now refresh it. Now you can see it's now successfully get our HTML content, that is the 5 length, and all the tier is now visible. Tier means actually in our side, into this side you can see there is a 1 2 3 4 5. So that is all that our child, and that is one of the HTML collection. So now it successfully get all the things. And if you want to get all that element count, that means if you want to count how many element that child element you have, if you want to count it, then they have the another property, and then there is another property as a console log, and then with this T body, okay, T body, and with this T body I want to access as a child element count. Okay, there is a child, you can see there is a child element count, one of the properties. So now I simply declare it. Okay, now if you click as a save all, and now if you go right now, that is they have the 5, so it should be displayed as a 5. Now click as a refresh. Yeah, you can see it's now displayed as a 5. Okay friend, and here that is also, you can see that is our 0 index, the 1 index, the 2 index tier. So if you want to get a specific some of the index, we can also get it with this index, right? That is the array index. So how can do that work? For doing this, I want to write down the console log some of the time, because here we have to display a lot of multiple things. I want to do and to display it. Okay, but I copy it and then I paste it. Great. So first of all, I want to get that our child a specific one of the index ID. That means that will be as a T body. That is a T body, and then with the children. Okay, with the children, I want to access our which things. I want to access like as a this TD. That means this tier. Okay, so this tier index as a what? As a 1. I want to access as a 1. Okay, I simply added that 1. Now if you click as a save all, now that should be get our this one data. Click as a refresh. Now you can see it's now successfully get another tier. That means there is a post 2. Okay, it's now get some of the specific some of the children. So that is our another tier, which is totally fine. And now if you want to also manipulate this data, like right now that is our post 2, that means that is our post 2, right? So if you want to manipulate it, you can also manipulate it. I can show you. Then you have to do, that means I want to here I want to add the T body. Okay, that is a T body, t body, and with this t body I want to access that our children, and which index I want to access that number 1 index, right? That is a number 1 index. So into this number 1 index here I want to change that inner text. That means here there is another function as inner HTML, right? There is another property as inner HTML. So with this inner HTML, which data you want to visible, you can visible it in here. Like I just make one of the span, okay, span, and I want to close this span. That will be a span, okay, span is closed. So and particular that position, whatever the data you will choose, like as a high aryan, I make it as a high aryan. Now these data will be manipulated in here, okay, like I show you. If you now click as a save all, so that is our index 2, right? So that is our index 2, means that is our post 2. Now that should be changed. Now click as a refresh. You can see it's now display as a high aryan, and our post 2 is totally gone. So now we are able to successfully change this. That means here we can actually manipulate this data as per our demand with our this inner HTML, okay. And also if you want to get by like as a first one, okay, if you want to get that first child, then you can also get it. That is another property. And also if you want to get that last child, then there are also another property. Simply understand all that property, okay. Here then you have to do, like I want to get that our first child, so that will be as a t body, okay. That is a t body, and with this t body I want to declare as a first element, okay, first element child. So when you declare as this property as a first element child, then it will be get our first one. Click as a save all. Now go there, click as a refresh. Now you can see now that is actually our tier, and that is our first one, right? There is a first one. If you open, you can see there is a post 1, right? And if you want to get that last one, then there is another property as a t body. So, okay, with this t body I want to access, and there is another one as a last element child. So there is a last element child, that is another property, okay. With this it will be get that our last data. Click as a save all. Right now our last data as a post 5, right? If you now click as a refresh, and now if you go, now you can see it's now successfully get that our last one. There is a post 5. So here there is another property as a first element child, last element child. With the children you can access our children, all that one. If you want to manipulate this data, you can also manipulate this data, okay. I hope you get some of the idea. In our next video I will discuss about how to create elements with DOM. So thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.